changing landscapes, enhancing land, and enriching lives for more than 8 decades. What started out as a vision in an unknown piece of grassland in the South after the Second World War has become one of the most trusted real estate brands in the world today. Who could have imagined that what began as an empty field back in the 1950s would eventually become Makati, the country's premier central business district, a symbol of strength, stability, and progressiveness, at par with the best that the world can offer. The 1950s and 1960s saw the birth of residential developments like Forbes Park and Dasmariñas Village, and after more than 40 years, they remain the gold standards for luxury and exclusivity. Ayala Land's unique ability to unlock the value of raw land was once again demonstrated in the early 1990s when it developed 600 hectares of prime land further south. Today, lots of the exclusive Ayala Alabang village have appreciated by as much as 83 times in value. More recently, Ayala Land's leadership has revitalized the former sleeping giant, now known as Bonifacio Global City, with the completion of landmark residential and commercial projects like Surrendra and Bonifacio High Street. Ayala Land has fulfilled the vision to turn Bonifacio Global City into a home of passionate minds, the hub of progressive thinkers. What started as a vision more than 8 decades ago has become a company's relentless push to build sustainable, relevant, and globally competitive residential, business, and leisure communities each day. It is often said that to Ayala Land, a piece of land is never just a piece of land. Each piece of land is a chance to change the way we think about living, working, and playing. Every piece of land is an opportunity to do things that no other company can do. An opportunity to imagine what others perceive to be unimaginable. A chance to make the impossible possible. After all, to Ayala Land, there is no landscape too large to change. No dream too big nor too small to fulfill. To Ayala Land, the question with each new sunrise is, where do we go from here?
It certainly is a very large and ambitious project. In terms of size, it's about 8 times the size of the Makati Central Business District, and so it's a very, very large piece of land. It's actually not very far away. You can get there in roughly an hour from the Makati Central Business District. So it's well connected, but it also sits at the gateway to Region 4. And so we really feel that its size and its location will enable it to become a metropolis in its own right that has good regional connections. In terms of the speed at which it will be developed, I think one of the things that has happened recently with technology and with the development in the area is that we're going to be able to put all of our products in one place at the same time. So we will have our residential communities, in fact 3 residential communities, Ayala Land Premier, Community Innovations, and Avida, which is a more affordable line, all launching at roughly the same time. Together with that, we will be putting in place a very nice retail component, which will be very lifestyle-oriented. It will be situated on a lake, and so you'll be able to enjoy that kind of alfresco dining overlooking a very nice body of water. We will also have an office community growing very quickly, which was something that in the past it would take a long time, especially if you're in a bit more of an outskirts area, for the office component to come in. But these days, because of the global trend in offshoring and outsourcing, we do have locators that are going to come in at the very beginning because they are looking for office campuses. We will have community facilities. We'll have a discovery center that goes up together with the lake, and we'll have a hotel going up very early. We see a person waking up to a green and intelligent home. The home is green because it's got energy-saving devices. It's got double piping, which means that his water in his sinks are getting recycled. It's also intelligent maybe because as the sun moves, his shading also automatically moves in order to reduce the amount of heat that goes into the house. As he bikes to work and gets on the main road, he'll have his own dedicated bike lane. That bike lane will be under shade. We'll have a lot of trees planted in Nuvali. Our tree ratios in Nuvali will have a much higher level of trees and much higher open space than we've had in our past villages. On his way to his office in our campus area, he'll pass by a very nice lake, which is not just beautiful to look at, but which is also used for many other purposes such as irrigation and recycling water. Entering the campus, he'll enter a world that is absolutely high-tech. It's 24/7 world interacting with the US and Europe and other parts of Asia on a 24/7 basis, latest in technology. But very importantly, the building that he'll work in will have been designed to LEED standard. LEED stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. And those buildings not only have very low environmental footprints because they're very efficient and use very little water and electricity, but they are also much healthier for the workers. When he takes a break, he might hop on the water taxi over to our retail area. That retail area will have very nice lifestyle amenities overlooking the lake, and so he'll be able to sit, have a cup of coffee, overlooking the water, and it'll be a clean body of water, very attractive lake. The retail area will be very high-tech, completely Wi-Fi oriented. Check your email and get your personal stuff done at the same time. So it's a lifestyle where it's about life, it's about nature, but it's also about technology and productivity. And all of that all together in one place, leading, we hope, to a much healthier and much more productive lifestyle. For Ayala Land, sustainability is not new. If you look at how we've always designed our communities, we have put a lot of emphasis, for example, on open space, on how waste is treated, on energy efficiency, on garbage segregation, for example. And so we feel that hopefully historians will look back at that time and they will recognize that there were a few leaders, a few companies, a few individuals who said, hey, this is something that we have to do something about. I think as the largest real estate developer in the Philippines, we will be having a real impact on the environment and on our ability to live sustainably here in the Philippines.